Hi guys, today we are going to discuss the important session. There are number of questions we are going to discuss through this session, up to the 10,000 questions for the NEET. Okay, this is the subject zoology. I am going to take some questions from previous year exams, and especially this session is AP EAPCET. Recently they did complete the exam. What are the questions coming from the zoology? We are going to discuss today's session, the most important question for the NEET. Okay, this is the session is continue for the 100 days. Okay, every day we are going to come across some important questions. You guys stay contact in the YouTube. Okay, this is the live session. You have to go through these questions. We will make sure that to attempt all questions from this subject. Okay, yes. And if they come to the first question recently, which is completed by AP EAPCET, which is which factor of primarily contribute the greater biodiversity in the tropics. Biodiversity is the one of the most important topic for the NEET. Okay, there are like one or two questions coming from the biodiversity. Recently it is the challenge, big challenge to secure or conserve the species. Okay, in that way they have to ask the question from the biodiversity. Here just look into this, which factor primarily contributes the greater biodiversity in the tropics. Okay, what is tropical area in the globe, what is temperate region in the globe, what is subtropical, what is polar region is there in the globe. Okay, this is the important for the greater biodiversity. Okay, yeah. So first is the large seasonal variation, second option is high niche specialization, and third one is frequent habitat distributions, low resource availability. These are the most important like options, you have to choose it. The right option is high niche specialization. First of all, you come to know what is greater biodiversity in the tropic level, what is tropical area, okay, in the globe. We are going to discuss about it. In this is the global, the tropical area, which is what is the latitude in the tropical area. Okay, if it is globe, this is the globe. In the globe, this is equatorial region. This is equatorial region. Equatorial region is the latitude which is 0 degree. Above equatorial, north latitude and south latitudes. Okay, above the equatorial there is a place which is 15 degree above the equatorial, and below the equatorial 15 degree, and south 15 degree is tropical region, tropics, tropical region. After that 15 to 45 degrees is temperate region. This region is temperate 45, and this is the temperate region 45. Up to the 15 to 30 is the tropical region, and 30 to 45 is the temperate region, and after that this is the polar region. Polar, this is temperate. Yeah, there is a ecology, there is a topic, temperate lake ecosystem is there. Okay, where there is a like snow, there is a like lake is converted into the snow, okay, that is temperate region. The tropical region, which is the located between the 15 to 30, this south pole and north pole, this region, just look at here, this is the greenish area which is north. This is the tropic region, where just look into here, the greenish area, here this greenish area which is tropical area. Tropical area, which the greater biodiversity is here, okay. So, we are going to discuss about options. The large seasonal variations, the prime factor, okay, the high niche specialization, of course that is the tropical region has high niche specialization, because yeah, you know tropical region, right? This is the equatorial region. Equatorial region is high amount of rainfall, high amount of rainfall, high humidity, high temperature, high canopy. Canopy means tree cover. This is equatorial region. The adjacent area of the equatorial region is the tropical region. The adjacent area of the equatorial region is tropical region. Tropical region. Tropical region take the advantage from the equatorial region to growth different variety of species, either animals or plants, and there is a research taken place in the tropical region only. Actually, there is a greater biodiversity is there in the equatorial region also, but equatorial region is not suitable for the research, for the find of various variations of the species. The adjacent area tropical region, which is highly suitable for the research to find different species. So, this is the variation of niche about high niche specialization in the tropical region only. Tropical region, okay, that is greater biodiversity take place in the tropical region. Just look into tropical region exhibit high biodiversity due to the stable climate. This equatorial region is extreme climate. This is extreme climate is going to take place in the equatorial region, but in the tropical region it is a stable moderate climate that leads to the evolutionary time. It is allowing the organism to develop narrow niche known as the niche specialization. It reduces the competition and supports the species coexistence. Of course, there is no competition here, there is a specialization for the coexistence species. Okay, high niche specialization promotes the biodiversity to reduce the competition and allowing the coexistence in the species. They can ask you different form of the statements in the exam. Instead of high niche, they can ask you the coexistence take place which region, and they can ask you the reduce the competition level in which region. Okay, that is tropical region is the main reason where there is a greater biodiversity. For the research oriented, they find huge number of species. Instead of the temperate region also there are equatorial region also there are different kind of variant species, like, but there is no research supported for the find out such species, but here tropics are they can support the research for the find different species. Okay, yeah. If come to the next question in this exam, yeah, this is which one of the following is involved in the regulation of respiration. Guys, if come to the any physiological topic in the zoology, either respiration, circulation, excretion, nervous system and reproductive system, locomotion movement and endocrine system, where any system is regulated by neural system, like nervous system can regulate any system. If come to the question, which one of the following is not involved in the regulation of respiration? Okay, yes, not involved in the regulation of respiration. Okay, yeah, pneumotoxic center or chemosensitive area, hypothalamus, aortic arch receptor, which is not involved in the respiratory system, which is regulation of respiration. First of all, what is these parts, where it is located, you must know. Okay, yes, I am gonna tell you guys. Just look into this. Okay, this is, if come to this, wait a minute. Come to this is the brain cerebrum, and this is midbrain, okay. Guys, if you look into this, this is cerebrum, and this is the midbrain, this is hindbrain, I will write it this place. This is hindbrain. Cerebrum, there are two parts in the cerebrum, diencephalon and cerebrum part, which is, this is the diencephalon. Diencephalon nothing but there is a third ventricle which is this part, this part is epithalamus. Epithalamus, nothing but pineal gland. pineal gland, and this is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, third ventricle. This is hypothalamus, and middle part of the third ventricle is thalamus. These three parts, epithalamus, thalamus, hypothalamus, come together, we can call this is diencephalon of the brain, diencephalon of the forebrain. This is midbrain, this is hindbrain. Hindbrain has two parts, that is, this part is pons and this part is medulla oblongata, medulla and pons. So what is the question they did mention here, which is hypothalamus, the option, which is pneumotoxic center, apneustic center and chemosensitive area. What are those? These are the medulla and pons are the regulatory part of the breathing. Hindbrain, especially medulla and pons, regulate of the breathing. They can regulate of breathing. Regulate of breathing. What is breathing? Breathing nothing but exhalation and inhalation. Inhalation of oxygen rich air, exhalation of carbon dioxide rich air. So what are the parts involved in the breathing? Who can regulate it? Okay? Yes. Parts involved in the breathing, guys, I am going to explain it like regulation of breathing going to take place by the medulla and pons. Medulla and pons, they are located where? In the hindbrain. Okay, midbrain and hindbrain. This is pons, this is medulla. There is a neural center. Okay. So breathing is what? First, okay, intake of oxygen rich air and take out from lungs CO2 rich air is, this is about breathing. Who can regulate? There is a thoracic chamber, there are parts in the thoracic chamber. What are the parts? The thoracic chamber is the thoracic lungs, where the lungs located in the thoracic cavity, that is called thoracic chamber, is lungs supported by some parts, which is ventrally sternum, dorsally vertebral column and laterally ribs. Okay? There are muscles, diaphragm in the lower part and intercostal muscles in the ribs or help for the breathing. Okay? Breathing, how many? Thoracic chamber. Okay? Thoracic chamber, dorsally diaphragm, dorsally vertebral column, ventrally sternum, laterally ribs, and down diaphragm and intercostal muscles are involved in the breathing. Are involved in the breathing. How many bones in this thoracic chamber? How many bones are involved in this? 37 bones, guys. Vertebral column and sternum is one. Vertebral column means thoracic vertebra. Thoracic vertebra itself involved in the breathing. T12 up to the T12, and ribs are about 12 into 2, 24 plus 12, which is 36, and sternum is 1. 37 bones are supported in the thoracic chamber, which is for the breathing, and 2 muscles, which is diaphragm and intercostal muscles, are involved in the breathing. So guys, just look into here. The pons and medulla are the major role. They can give the signal into this chamber, thoracic chamber. Medulla give the signal into the thoracic chamber, positive signals. If this medullary rhyme center, medullary rhyme center give the positive signal into the thoracic chamber. If the positive signal give the thoracic chamber, this part, the ribs and intercostal muscle and diaphragm, they can contract. This part, the diaphragm and ribs intercostal muscle are contract. If the contract is going to take place, there is an intake of oxygen rich air intake, mean the inhalation going to take place. Inhalation going to take place. If the inhalation continually take place, oxygen rich air filled with alveolus. So inhalation continue process. If it is take long time, the alveolus going to be break, because of there is need stop for the alveolus fill. Okay, guys, just take care, listen carefully. This inhalation, the duration increase, if the inhalation duration increase, the alveolus can break. Alveolus wall can break. So, in this condition, this duration of time will reduce up to the 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, there is another signal. Negative feedback going to take place from the pones. Pones give the negative signals to this thoracic chamber, which is external intercostal muscle, internal intercostal muscle, and diaphragm can relax. This is exhalation. This is passive process. The inhalation is the active process. Muscle contraction is the active process. Muscle relaxation is the passive process. So, after taking breath, that breathing is stopped by this negative feedback. So, relaxation is going to take place up to how many minutes, how many seconds? It is about 3 seconds, guys. 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, need another inhalation. This is firstly the pones give the negative feedback. This is pneumotaxic center. The pones which is give the negative signal is pneumotaxic center. This is pneumotaxic center. This is medullary rhymes center. They can give the positive signals into the thoracic chamber. That is intercostal muscle, diaphragm can contract, give the inhalation process. And after 2 seconds, there is a negative feedback from the pones where the pneumotoxic center give the negative feedback for the stopping of breathing, like about 3 seconds. After that, again inhalation start by the another center which is located in the pones. The another center which is located in the pones, this is apneustic center to give the signals, positive signals, apneustic center. This give the positive signal, again inhalation started. Again inhalation started. This is what the regulation of breathing for the time being. Okay? Yes, I hope you guys understand this. This is what medulla and pons. Normal respiratory rate eupnea, that is pre-nic now. Pre-nic now they can give the signal into the intercostal muscle. Diaphragm can, external intercostal muscle can, they can like contract in the medullary rhymsody. Actually the respiration normal condition is 12 to 15 time per minutes. Okay guys, like this is the diagram which is pons and medullary rhymsody give the positive signal and a negative signal for the diaphragm and intercostal muscle. For the like pre-nic nerves, these are the nerves which is comes under from the medulla is pre-nic nerve. Okay? Yes. So here we can go through the answer for this question. Just look into here. Hypothalamus is not directly involved in this condition. There is a pneumotoxic center and chemosensitive area. Chemosensitive area, nothing but there is a like release of carbon dioxide. More carbon dioxide, they can give the signals into the blood. Okay, aortic arch receptors, they can sensitive for the chemotoxic area. So here answer is not involved, mean hypothalamus is not involved. Okay, respiratory controls the brain stem centers, pneumotoxic center and chemosensitive and not hypothalamus. Brain stem, what are the parts comes under brain stem? This is the question for you. Okay, yeah, from the hindbrain, and there is a include of midbrain or not, or cerebellum or not for the brain stem. This is question for you guys. Okay, yeah, next question. Next question, study the following and pick the incorrect combination. Okay, the species Amphibia, Reptilia and Mammalia, the Devonian period, Cretaceous period, Mesozoic and Paleozoic, the example Exocetus and Colotis and Hemidactyls and Felis. Guys, these are the like species, these are the period and this is the group. Okay, guys, which one is right answer for the incorrect pick? Here incorrect pick is second and fourth. Second Amphibia is Cretaceous period and fourth Mammalia is Paleozoic. This is the geological time scale from the evolution chapter. Evidence of evolution, the topic is evidence of evolution. Okay, geological time scale, this is the most important topic for the NEET also. Okay, we are going to discuss about it. Okay, this is the geological time scale, guys. Most probably question they look into this. Okay, the eon and era and period dates. What is era, what is period? The time being. Okay, time being, based on time being, this is the scale. Okay, guys, first this is era, Paleozoic era. Okay, Paleozoic era, there is a first plants and marine biodiversity in the period which is Ordovician period, and Silurian first jaw fishes which is started in the Silurian. Devonian, most important, guys, age of fish. Which one of the following is period is age of fish? Is a Devonian, is the age of fish. Carboniferous is the first reptile, and there is a developed amphibians are developed from the Carboniferous, and first reptile started where the large amount of like high peak of the amphibians where the period is Carbonian. Okay, Carboniferous. Devonian is age of fish, age or high developed the fishes, Devonian. Carboniferous, the amphibians are highly developed where first reptile started. Okay, Permian is the mass extension of this like Permian, they don't ask. Triassic. Triassic is the first dinosaurs started and mammals started. This is important. Mammals and first dinosaurs started in the Triassic. Jurassic, the age of dinosaurs, as you know. Okay, yeah. Cretaceous, flowering plants and there is a mass extension is going to take place. Okay, Paleogene and Quaternary period, the ice age and human rise. Guys, here just look into here. Ordovician is important, Devonian is important, Carboniferous important, Triassic and Jurassic, Cretaceous are the important. Guys, this is the Paleozoic era, this is the Mesozoic era, this is Cenozoic era. Okay, this most important, which one is comes under Paleozoic, which one is comes under Mesozoic, which one is comes under Cenozoic. This is the important geological scale. Okay, you have to take screenshot for this and you have to quick look into this and practice the question regarding this scale. Okay, this is the most important, guys. Tomorrow we will take another session, okay, for the questioning. Okay, thank you.